and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about a very different thing. Usually, we would be discussing about a concept from a subject, or we would discuss with some about some concept with students. But in this one, I'm going to share a story about how a student who almost started at the same time I joined the institution, and how he built up his own future. And this is going to be a transformation story with help of SMS institutions. Uh, so this student, his name is called Saran Kumar. So he joined as a lateral entry student in the second year. It was almost the same time that I joined the institution as well. So it was a new kind of environment for both of us. The teaching philosophy was different for me, and also the education system and what was expected out of the students was also different for the student as well. So I was tasked as a mentor for him. So initially we found it difficult to navigate what are our requirements and how to meet up with the SNS institutions sort of method and what was expected out of us. Saran Kumar's question was the problem with Saran Kumar was he was a very bright student with good marks in diploma and he has good grasp on like technologies and all of these. But the problem was he was not able to understand he has good at theory, but to bridge the gap between theory and practical was very difficult for him. So um, the lack of understanding about the institution's philosophy and how the SNS method works, all of these together, it sort of added up to his frustration. And he asked me how to handle this and how to overcome this. So the blueprint for all of these was put together. This is called as design thinking. So SNS as an engine, it drives based on something called design thinking. It is one of the primary thing that it's what's based on. So design thinking, it is a way of thinking, or it is a thought process, or it is a designing mechanism which can be used not only for designing products or processes, it can also be used for our day-to-day lives as well. So design thinking as such, it involves five steps, and with SNS adding one more step to the fifth step, it has added a sixth step as well. So usually we have empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test, and then we have evolve, which has been added by SNS. So first off, empathize is nothing but if you would ask some person what is empathize, it is nothing but to fit in someone else's shoe and think about what they would feel. So empathize is understanding the user's world, and in the next step, define what you have to do is we have to gather the pain points from each end users or the uh, people who are actually experiencing the problems. We have to get the pain points and we have to actually analyze it and find out what is the actual problem there. So we have to frame the right problem. So once that is done, we have to start generating creative answers for this particular solution, for this particular problem. So we can have multiple iterations of the problem, and each solution can be filtered out based on viability and also with context of the particular solution and the frameworks that are involved over there. So and then followed by that is prototype and test. We what we'll have to do is we have to learn how to build that particular solution and make a simpler version of the solution, and then we have to test it. Once we test it, we can move to the next stage called evolve, where we iterate the answer once more to get even to make the process even better. So, with respect to Saran Kumar, we started using the design thinking principle. So for a hands-on builder like him, so for him, all of since he is from the diploma background, for him everything is practical oriented. His type of understanding was hands-on approach. So for him, empathize was a good way to start with start bridging the gap between the theory and practical. So instead of starting with technical specifications, we started with people to understand their pain points and their frustrations and what are the drawbacks with system or product or such. And then I asked him to meet industries or the people who are working at the ground level. So to go to that ground level and understand the root problem, gave him a good intuition and gave him an idea of on how to approach this problem and how to move on towards the next steps or stages of design thinking. So building more than a project. So this SNS doesn't motivate you just to make a normal project. So what you have to do is we have to build a mindset. So it tries to build up a mindset that you're going to be not only just a student who studies all the 4 years and goes out going forward, but think as an entrepreneur. So the transformation for Saran Kumar wasn't about a single project. It was based on how many problems he attended, and all these problems gave him understanding on core principles. All these core principles built together and gave him an understanding over his areas of interest and his knowledge. What are the I mean, all the theory parts, conceptually, he was able to understand. He was also able to gain more skills because we mandate the students to gain skills to get them, make them more employable, and give them a good attitude that is embracing failure as a data and uh, evolving over that. Then we have the accelerator. So usually we have all of these step in process, but to make this step much faster as a adding of a jet fuel. So AI was Gen AI and other forms of AI were added to his curriculum and also for his project as well. All the projects were mandated to to have AI as a part of it, and each concept that you have to take should be from SIS or Combinator or such to encourage startup ideas. Once they start their AI-powered career roadmap, they can tackle global challenges with Y Combinators, SIH, or the other hackathons. Once they have their experience with hackathons, they can understand the concepts easily, analyze them, and develop proper solutions with that. And then, with the new added additional skills that they learn, rapid prototype and iterations can be done to make their project a much useful one. So A was a great addition to their initial design thinking framework. So as a result, the usage of the SNS institution's mechanism was not just to make better students; it is to make a founder or a uh, a startup person, so entrepreneur in the making. So the main goal of SNS was to have like 1,000 startups as a mission. So each individual mentor has to they'll be having like 12 plus sort of students. They'll have to take a particular skill or complete a global certification each semester and have to take up a skill, and we'll have to practice on those skills. Towards the end, at least there should be one startup from each mentor. So this gave a good mentality among the students, and this as a task boosted the students' morale as well. So this as a roadmap, if you can see. So in the first year, we have like parallel beginnings, which with all the students. It is a new chapter for all of them, and they have a hopeful future, and they are new to this entire system. So we start to give them good understanding of what the business culture is about. Followed by that, we have in the year two, we give them the design thinking method to do projects, like find their rhythm about the DT principle and framework. Then we add the accelerator, the AA part, give them global certification courses as well. Followed by that, they are confident and they tackle all the problems using the design thinking methodology. And followed by that, they get a good transformation towards the fourth year. So in the year four, the students become a good founder, and the teachers become good mentors as well. So this way, it is a win-win situation for both. I think on the three way, it is one way. It is a good path for the student to improve themselves, to scum themselves, and also for the teacher to get a different perspective in the teaching method and also to have a different perspective as a mentor as well, and grow personally as well. So this SNS method does more than teaching subjects. It transforms individual, as in this case, Saran Kumar. So Saran Kumar, he was able to build himself. Now he's doing a project along with the company, and he's trying to make a system that is involving AI as well. So thank you so much for listening to this story. So I hope you will also be able to understand what is the design thinking principle, and it would be of immense pleasure if you can implement this AI SNS method to your lifestyle as well. Not only for this project, for a lifestyle as well. So this would improve your way of tackling problems and then finding unique solutions uh, in whatever problem you may face. Thank you.